Hi, my name is John Barnhart, and today I'll be walking you through the EPP training for the New Jersey EdCert portal. So let's get started with the agenda. Today I'll be navigating the portal, creating nominations for one educator, and showing you how to create nominations for multiple educators, and then giving you some insight into what the educator experience is. So let's start with portal navigation. Okay, so I'm on the login page for the NJEdCert portal. And if I want to log in real quick here with my username, which is my email on my profile, and my account, password, I will go ahead and do that now. And hit login. So currently I'm logged in as Dave, who is an EPP nominator. And at the top of the screen, you can see that we have a home page that we can go back to, which is this current page we're on. We can go to create nominations. We can go and access our nominations. And then we can also look at educators via our Educator lookup tool. Now you can see here that your nominations are listed here in this list view. If you change the nominations here, and then if you want to pin your nominations only, you can go ahead and click that. And then within your profile as the nominator, you now have all of your specific nominations to your account. And you can see that we're logged in as Dave still, Dave the EPP nominator. If we want to take a look at his profile, we can go ahead and click the icon at the navigation link to his profile. And if we want to go ahead and click My Profile, from here we can see our name, title, username, nickname, email, mobile number, phone number, account, and in this case he is linked to a university account. And then you can also see his last login information as well, which gives you some security information about your account. So if you wanted to go ahead and edit any of these details, you click Edit. And from here, you can change some of your profile details. So if we want to navigate over to Dave's navigation bar, and we see here that when we click on Dave, we see that there's that My Profile button we already clicked, as well as My Settings. So if we want to click My Settings, we can see that in our settings, we have our account username, a password that we're able to change here, an email address, the location, which means it gives us our language, our time zone, and our locale of our language, right? And if we go over to change password, it allows us to change it with the current password we have, type in a new password, and verify a new password. There's also a way that admins can send a password reset to a user. So this is not the only way to change your password, but this is one way to change it via your settings. So now I want to show you how to use another part of the navigation bar, which is the 3 bar on the left. So we'll go ahead and click that. We can see that we can navigate in this profile to Home, Create Nominations, My Nominations, and Educator Lookup. So let's go ahead and click Home. So that takes us back to where we started, looking at the EPP nomination profile with Dave. And you can see that our list view is still pinned here, and then we have our navigation bar now split up from the 3 bar to a regular navigation here, where we have Create Nominations, My Nominations, and Educator Lookup. Let's get started with EPP nominations. So first things first, I'd love to show you what it looks like to nominate an educator that does not exist in the system currently. So if we go over to Create Nominations, okay, so let's create a nomination for Diana Ross. So we know Diana Ross does not exist in this system. Make sure we enter her last name here. It's going to be Ross. Okay, and then enter the date of birth for her. So let's do, I don't know. Okay, give her some social numbers here. Alrighty, and then hit continue. It looks like we did not find Diana Ross, so we're going to go ahead and fill out the rest of her information. Okay, give her a demo email account so that I can go ahead and grab the email on the other side and show you what the educator sees when you nominate them. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and put this in the right format here. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and hit continue here. Okay, sweet. So now that we see that we need to start with a category of license, so let's go ahead and hit instructional here. Hit continue. Select an endorsement type. Let's do preschool through grade 3. Continue. A license type, we're going to do CE. Hit continue. All right, and it's going to give us a summary of everything we chose for Diana. So it asks us as well, the system says, do you have any more nominations for this candidate? If yes, hit yes. If no, hit no. So we're going to hit no because we don't want to give her any more nominations at this time. And hit continue. And then it gives us a chance to review our nomination here. So you can see that we've confirmed the name up top, date of birth, account, email account, the mobile number for them, and then their category of license, type, endorsement code, and title, and then the fee that they will be responsible for paying. So if you want to hit next here, it'll say that we have successfully nominated Diana. They will receive an email shortly with details so they can log in and claim their certificate or credential. And then it asks us if we want to nominate any more candidates, and if we hit yes, it will take us to the beginning of the process to do more candidates, and if we hit no, we will exit this process. All right, and it gives us our all set message, and if we hit home page here, it takes us back to our home page. So let's switch personas here, and we're looking at the aspect of Diana Ross. So here we are in Diana's computer, and she has now received, "Hi Diana, welcome to the NJEdCert portal. Please log in to apply for certification." So we've come full circle to where the educator who you've nominated has now gotten a nomination notification, and they can create their account by clicking the link and registering for certification. So now navigating back to our Salesforce page, we still see our list view here for our nominations. So if we wanted to click into one of these, let's just click into one of these and then look through the record. Let's go ahead and do that. We could click here. This pulls up that first EPP nomination for Susan Johnson, and it shows all of the relevant information for the nomination. It shows the expiration date, the status, the nomination ID, which is generated uniquely by the system, shows the applicant name, EPP name, or where they did their EPP. There's also the category, type, license fee, endorsement code, endorsement title, and nomination used or not, application, date used. All this would be filled out in a live system. Here we have it automatically shows who created it, so that would be Dave. So from our EPP nomination record, we can go ahead and directly access the educator record. So if we wanted to go ahead and do that by clicking Susan Johnson's name here at the applicant name, it pulls up her educator account, and it shows us all of the different information about her account. It shows us her EPP nominations, it shows us her cases, applications, biographical data, any files that she has uploaded to her account. and gives us an in-depth view or a look at her contact. So this just gives us sort of the 360 view around the educator, and any information that we might need about their account will be available here. EPPs are responsible for nominating educators for certification and ensuring that nominees meet all certification types and endorsement area requirements. If unqualified educators are nominated for certificates or certificates are issued in error, EPPs may be subject to corrective action, and certificates or endorsements may be subject to invalidation. So we're still logged in as Dave, the EPP nominator, and you can see at the top here that we have the option to create a nomination. And let's go ahead and do that for Jackson Brady. So if we go ahead and click into create nomination, you can see that it gives us information about creating the nomination. But first what we need to do is go ahead and search for our educator. So let's go ahead and use Jackson's last name, which is Brady, his date of birth, the last 4 of his social. So great. So it shows that there is a Jackson Brady in the system, and it shows that they have an email address of jbrady@test.edu. It says that they do not hold any certificates or credentials currently, so we're going to go ahead and say that that's the right person because we know that we found them. We see here a list of categories, right? So let's go ahead and select instructional for the license category. The endorsement title, let's go ahead and give them an endorsement of reading. License type, standard, and this would all be information that as an EPP nominator I would know about the educator and could input from my data about them. So as we go through the process here, we see that it gives us a summary of what we have selected so far. So the category for the license is instructional, the endorsement code is 1430, which is for reading, the type is standard, the fee is $115 for this educator, and that's not for the EPP nominator obviously to pay, that is for the educator to pay. So then it asks if we have more nominations for this candidate, and we're going to go ahead and select no. If we select yes, you can batch nominations for one candidate that way. So if you want to continue on, it gives us a review of the nomination. And so when we click next here, that's going to be submitted. Yeah, so here we see that we have successfully nominated Jackson. They will receive an email shortly with all the details so they can log in and claim their certificate or credential. And it asks us if we have any more candidates to nominate, so we can go ahead and hit yes if we wanted to continue nominating, or we could hit no if we were ready to be done and just wanted to nominate one candidate. So let's go ahead and click no just for time's sake. If we hit yes, it takes us back to the beginning of searching for a educator. So let's hit no. Great, and it gives us a status message saying that we're all good to go. Thank you for visiting the website and entering your nominations. And then it tells us that we can monitor the status of our nominations, the status of our nominations, sorry, on the home page. So if we click home, it takes us right back to the home page where we can see that at the bottom here we have a nomination for Jackson Brady. So what does the educator see on their end? The educator receives an email that lets them know that their teaching certificate nomination has come through. Once they see that their nomination has come through, it's their responsibility to go and claim their nomination and fill out an application for a license. Thank you for your time. I hope this tutorial was instructional and provided you with some insight as to how to use the new NJEdCert system.